out of my box. You cannot, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Hi, everyone. It is Wednesday, and I'm back with a few makes. I've been really busy trying to finish up a couple of orders. I finished the corn. I do not have it here to show you because it's already shipped, but I'll pop up a picture in case you don't know what I'm referring to with the corn. That was a dozen. That was the second dozen that I've made. And I don't want to make corn for a while. Although I did try and pace myself with that second order. I did like 2 a day so that I could make other things as well and not burn myself out on them. But then I had another order for 18 car swings. And I just finished that yesterday. And again, I was trying to pace myself with it in order to not get burnt out. But it wasn't too bad because it was like 2 of each. So, you know, you got to change up. But I'm happy to be finished with that one as well. So in my market video, you guys got to see all my new signs. I'm super happy with how the banner turned out and the service that I got from that Etsy shop. Like I said, I paid maybe a little extra for it, but like I uploaded my image file. They printed it that day, shipped it out. I mean, I had it so fast. So I'll link that shop. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head in the description in case you're in need of a banner quickly. I was so pleased with the service. Now, if the graphics are messed up, that's on you because you make your own graphics and send it to them and then they print and ship. And it was like super fast. I was amazed. And I think it turned out great. I really liked it. My little signs that I hung on the shelves, I like those. We'll see how well that goes. And then after the orders, I've only made a few things, honestly. I mean, really, I am serious this time, just a few things. So I ordered the other square reader, you know, the one that doesn't plug into your phone. I got that Tuesday. It was supposed to be here Monday, but it came a day late. And I ordered the little case that goes with it as well. So like on the back part is where you charge it, and the little power button is over here. In the front is where they would slide in their card if they need to slide it, or the tap is right there. So it was kind of expensive. Now, before like this part here, the actual reader was $59, and I think, and this was $30. I mean, it's got some weight to it. It's not gonna get like knocked over or anything. It's got these 2 little clips that come up and you can place the reader in, and then it just snaps into place. So it's pretty weighted. But before I pair this with the iPad or my phone, I have to update to the most recent version of the Square app, because there was an issue with iPhones or iPads or something with their latest update. And then I can update to the newest version, pair this, and then I can let my phone and my iPad update and not be concerned if it's going to mess up the Square. So they have their fix in for that. So I have my box here. I'm going to put the swings back into the box after I show them to you. So These swings are the All From Jade pattern, and it's her water pack. Comes with 8 different little patterns, and then one I was told can be, you know, whatever, one pair. So we did 2 of the mallards. Now I used Posh to do the swing part with, and Parfait Chunky and a 5mm hook for the other parts. So we have 2 mallards. And like I said, I'm gonna pack these in the box as we go. And 2 penguins. Again, Posh, and then Parfait Chunky for the birds themselves. I picked gray. I just thought it was kind of fitting to go with the black and white for the swings. Those are the easy ones. I did those first. And then I just went down in order as the different types were in the pattern pack. But this one is the optional one. Did 2 little yellow chicks. The little yellow chicks have been very popular in whatever form they're in, whether it's, you know, just a mini bird or a keychain or the chicken egg. They've been real popular so far this year. So I thought that would be a nice choice for the optional. So if we go in order, the first thing we're going to come up in the pattern pack is the little axolotls. So there's one in pink and one in purple. So we did those. Then the next thing, I have to pack these a certain way or they won't fit in the box. The next thing was frogs. And the goblin green is like perfect color for frogs. Turtles too. So we got the frogs. Okay, so now I can put to remember how I had this packaged so everything fits. The axolotls, the frogs, then I think it was the seals. So we have 2 seals. Or no, the otters were before the seals. I'm pretty sure the otters were before the seals. So we had the otters. 2 little otters. And they just happen to end up with the same color swing. Then it was the seals. And then it's turtles. Now these last 2 are definitely not my favorite ones to do in the pattern pack. So we have the turtles. She uses yellow for the belly part of the shell, and I don't care for how the yellow looks, if that makes any sense. So I used the toffee, I think it is. I don't know. I feel like I've been away from Parfait Chunky for a while. And then the walrus. So the turtles and the walrus are my least favorite to make. The walrus, I used acrylic to do the teeth. Otherwise, it just looked like it was all, or not teeth, tusks. Otherwise, it looked like it was all tusk. And I don't know, just didn't look right to me. So I used acrylic for that. And I think it turned out better with the acrylic. So we have those 18 swings. I love doing the little mini birds on it. They're cute and they are the easiest. So we have, this is ready to ship. So we have those. And those, oh, I forget which day I started them on. But yesterday I finished them. I did all the hard ones were yesterday. And then I had to finish making the swing part. So I have a story for you. Friday night after the live, I don't know, I felt like I got enough time to make a Cookie Mouse. And I started him. I did the head and the ears. And then I decided I'm tired. So I didn't finish it. And it's a good thing that I did not finish it. So, went to the market Saturday. Unfortunately, I did not have a Cookie Mouse. I had one of the longer style, the Oak and Marlowe style, that had a cookie attached to it, but not one of my patterns. So when I got home Saturday, pretty sure it was Saturday, I started working on it some more, and I was talking with Sue on the phone. I think it was Saturday. Might have been. Yeah, no. Yeah, it was Saturday. I'm pretty sure it was Saturday. It doesn't matter. It was Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. I was talking to her on the phone. We were doing a video chat, FaceTime. And I had finished making up the body, and all I had to do was sew the head on, attach the ears, and it was good to go. So I did that while we were chatting, and then I sat them aside on my desk. And then the next morning, Monday, I don't know. The next morning, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it and I'm going, why does my mouse look weird? What is wrong with his eye? So can we guess where this is going? I pick him up and his eye comes right out of his head. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is the second size from that same seller on Etsy. But this is what happens. The back splits. And his eye popped out. So I'm like, are you kidding me? I was just like, that's the third time. Now, thank goodness I did not finish this mouse on Friday night and take it to market with me Saturday. And then the day after the person has it, the eyeball pops out. I just would have been mortified if that happened. So I'm looking at the mouse and I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I can cut off his head and remake the head. Or I can perform some surgery. So before I did as drastic as cutting his head off, we don't want to play Henry VIII. I decided to do a craniotomy. So I cut open the back of his head here, pulled his little brains out, found the back of the eye, this thing just floating around in there, and could see that it had split. Now this is like really, to me, soft plastic. Well, while I was in there, like any good brain surgeon would do, I decided to check the other eye. And lo and behold, they were both split. That one just hadn't popped out yet. I like these sinker eyes, but I have a feeling I'm not going to be getting them anymore. Not only do I struggle getting the backs on, but I just, I'm so paranoid that this is going to continue to happen. So I found some different backs and was able to replace the eyes and close this back up. Like, you can't even tell that he has had brain surgery. And he turns out really cute. So I used the cloudy something, gray cloud in Mystical to make this mouse. And this is Chenille Brights, I believe in the navy blue, and caramel for the cookie, and then some Parfait Chunky for the chips. And then this is, his little nose is the Dollar Tree Chenille Brights. So I got to make a mouse and then fix a mouse. He has his little pocket underneath his cookie for his overalls. So I did that. I was so upset that did that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Well, then I decided I sold out of my, the Oak and Marlow, I can't remember the name of the pattern, but the bunny out of the Fable collection. And I decided I need to make some more bunnies. I would like to have at least 3 of them for the up-and-coming market with Sue. But again, you know, when I made them before, I had difficulty with the face shaping. So I gave it a try again with the face shaping. And I think I did much better this time. Much, much better. And gave it embroidered eyes instead of the safety eyes because they're scaring me. But so we got one little bunny done. And that face looks so much cuter instead of just a round ball. My pink might have been a little dark, but it's what I had on hand there. And I thought it kind of went well with this color of the blush. And the blush is the Chenille Brights. This purple is the Chenille Brights. The fur tone of the bunny is what I have, the tiniest little bit of cappuccino. I believe it's Bernat Dappled cappuccino left. And I used that for the bunny. But I think the face turned out much, much better this time. So I am happy about that I was able to just kind of sit back and chill and not rush myself and get it to have a cute little face. So I did that, and then I said, I want to make another mouse. So I did. And I used the sinker eyes, but I used the other backs that I found that would fit. And I think I have enough to do one more using these eyes. I don't know what I'm going to do about that situation. So this time we did the mouse in gray. And light gray Chenille Brights. I cannot remember this purple color name, but it's Chenille Brights, and then caramel for the cookie, and kind of like purple eyes. No, I didn't show you, this one has pink eyes. So I have 2 cookie mice. I love making these. And if you didn't know, this one is my pattern, and it's available in my Etsy shop. So I do like how he looks in the mystical. You know, it just kind of gives it that fur look. But I also like it in the brights. And they are very comparable in size. So I have 2 mice. I want some more. I want to make some more. But I think I'm going to make some more of these before I do another one of those. I did that. And then it's like, okay, what else can I make? What can I do that'll be different? Well, Avery crafts a lot. Avery crafts a lot, yeah. She has another new little pattern. I showed you her little squirrel, and I've sold 2 of them already. One at each of the last 2 markets. They've only been to 2 markets, and I've sold 1 each at each of the markets. Well, she came out with a little platypus. Very similar to the squirrel. I actually think this one's easier than the squirrel. Maybe it's because I've done the squirrel, so this made it easier for me. But it's so cute. So you can tack the tail up. This one is with the tail tacked up just a little bit, or you can just let it flop around. Let it flap in the wind, so to speak. He's got this nice bill on him. Okay, so that was kind of following the colors in the pattern using brown and gray. Then I'm like, you know, I just want to be different. So I did one in blush and light gray. And again, this one is with the tail slightly tacked up. Now, of course, you could sit there and do this with the oh my goodness, what's that color name? I don't know. You could do it in the Perry the Platypus colors with the oh gosh. It's kind of blue, but it's not really blue, and it's kind of green, but it's not really green. Why can I not think of the name of that color? That one always escapes me. But anyways, you can use that color and then orange for the beak and the tail and have a little mini Perry the Platypus. Well, then I decided to do one more. And this one I did not tack the tail up so that I could show you what it looks like when the tail is not tacked up. And I did it in purple haze with the light gray. So that's the tail down, and that is with the tail slightly tacked up. So the tacking is optional. I think I kind of like it like this, but I also like it like this. Super easy, super fast, and I believe she is running a 25% off sale. I don't quote me on that. I don't remember, but quick. Now, these haven't been to market yet, so they're not market tested on my end, but I think they're going to do okay. I'm going to do one more in the Perry the I can say that word. I am going to do one more in the Perry the Platypus colors, and that will give me 4 of them to take to market. I just thought they looked really cute in the pink and the purple. So we had those. And then I only had one more thing that I made. And it's so stinking cute. It's a new to me pattern, but the designer is not new to me. I have shared a lot of patterns from this designer. And I've been like revisiting some of them because I haven't made them in a while. Like the duck is from the same designer. It's Amigurumi Estonia on Etsy. Well, I had bought 4 patterns the other day, last week. And now I've gotten to do 2 of the 4. Pretty sure it was just 2. 2 of the 4. So I want to try the other ones. Did I do 3? I can't remember. I know for sure 2 of 4. This one and one that I showed you last time, but I can't remember if I did one of the other ones. But anyways, this thing's so cute. So this is the back of him. Can you tell what he is? There's his tail. That should give it away. Look at this kangaroo. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. The way the legs are done is so interesting. Like, if I would have sewn the tail on a little bit different, he could stand. I mean, he's standing now, but he's kind of leaning back. But I did the tail so that I knew for sure it was going to sit up. But this thing, the tail, this leg is all one piece. It was very cool how she did that. This one is a little bit more sewing than most of her patterns. Like, you have to sew the ears on, you have to sew the head on, you have to sew the tail on. And if your kangaroo is a girl, you have to give it a little pouch, which you sew the pouch on. So when I showed it to John, he got it right, but he said the pouch gave it away. So if it didn't have a pouch, I'm not so sure that he would have known that this is a kangaroo. But even with the little bit of extra sewing, it was very easy to do. I really like her designs. And her patterns, they're also well written. I don't know. He's cute. So if you don't count the 2 custom orders, I only made 7 things. But in my defense, I started to make an elephant, and it was not Madeline Mako's pattern. It's a different elephant. I've made it before. I just haven't done it in a while. And I get the trunk is done, and I'm working on the head, and I'm on the last round before you start doing decreases, and I'm looking at it going, something doesn't look right with this trunk. I refer back to the pictures, and I'm like, oh no. I frogged the whole thing out and started over. So I have an elephant that the head is almost finished on. But when I finish the elephant, I'm going to make some more of these. And now that I think I have the face figured out, I think I'll be a little faster at it. I mean, because I really took my time and I really tried to get the face so that it looked cute and not like just a round ball. And that's it, you guys. That is all. Oh, I know. Allison over at Wonder Crochet, she uploaded a video today. And it's a tutorial for a mini troll. A mini troll, like probably just a little bit bigger than this. So I'll be checking that out too. See what that entails. Usually if she has a video, she might even have it on her blog so I could see it written versus watching the video and taking notes and then being stuck like, what did I mean when I wrote that down? That happens to me a lot. But I want to check that out. And I need to find a home for all this yarn that came in. Yep. Because my space is becoming a mess again, so I have to take care of that. But I don't know. I guess I'll get all this stuff done, and then we'll see you in the next video.